Hi guys, welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. Today we'll take another look into charts, and we can see we had quite the dump for the boomer stocks, and the dollar made quite the pump. So did this affect Bitcoin? Yes, big time. Bitcoin is not all TA, it also quite strongly affected by boomer stocks and everything else that's going on in the world. We can see here in the 4 hour the dollar made well, they broke out of this channel. Is this channel bigger than it seems? Well, maybe, could be something like this. They made quite the pump and the stocks dumped, and it's hard to tell you exactly why, what happened, because there are a lot of smart people trading this, of course. But there is correlation, of course. Right now it is consolidating a little bit on an important area, but it looks strong. It looks strong. There's a lot going on. The elections going on. A lot of European nations going in lockdown again. And yeah, this is what happened to the S&P 500. Quite the dump. Yeah, well, I was expecting higher highs, but what is gonna happen? This level needs to hold. That's all I can say. Or they need to bounce over here. But like I said, a lot of stuff is going on, and yeah, if you trade Bitcoin, you need to keep an eye on these things. You really need to. Right now, Bitcoin is over here. I always look at this for like liquidity stuff and so on. Especially I look at the funding. What do we see now? Very negative funding. Usually this is a very good spot to buy some. Right now I am very mixed. We didn't make on a higher time frame, we didn't make a higher low. These were all higher lows, and again a higher low. So we're not that much in trouble. So yeah, we will take a deeper look into that. First, the monthly. I mean, the monthly is still a monster piece. It's still a piece of art. Nothing bad about this. I mean, on a monthly you could draw something like this, but it is looking very bad, very good still. Can we draw it like this? Yeah, we can. I mean, it's still looking very good. Let's go to the weekly. Weekly does look a little bit like a reversal doji at the moment, but the week has just begun, so no point in looking at it yet. The daily. Yeah, well, have we seen this before? Yes, we have. Over here, quite the same. Over here, yeah, we could be in for some consolidation over here. I mean, of course, we have last year's high over here. We touched it. There was like really a big stalling rut of orders X above us. We were hitting it all the time yesterday. Let's go to the 4 hourly, and here we can finally draw something. We see this line over here. If we draw it like this, a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. I mean, it's not looking that bad, and right now we have an engulfing on the 4 hourly. That is usually a buying moment. I am, however, quite scared still of what's coming for the dollar, or what's coming for yeah, the S&P 500 and stuff, the boomer stocks. So yeah, I am quite scared of that. You guys know I was on a really crazy run from 11, what was it? Let me find the spot. 11, yeah, this was this, no, wait, sorry, I'm totally wrong. Over here, I'm from over here, I made at the end over here an 115x my account. This was when the owner of OKX was arrested in China. He's still yeah, arrested or like locked up. So yeah, from over here till here I made a 115x about profit on my account. Of course I did make a loss today. I was only trading to the upside, and yeah, I made a loss. I'm still very much up, but as soon as I make a loss in a run up like that, I sit on my hands for 24 hours just to make sure I'm not revenge trading. Anyway, 4 hour looks very good. Also, funding is amazingly on our side. The bears are very confident in their shorts. This gives us a lot of fuel. Also, like I said, I always watch this one on the 4 hour chart, because on the 4 hour chart there's always a funding in. Bybit has 4 hour difference with the Bitmex funding, so there's always a funding period in the 4 hour chart. That's why I think the 4 hour is very important. And predicted is very negative, very negative. Somehow Bybit still manages to be positive, but I think there's a lot of retail on Bybit. That makes it a little bit different. Anyway, if you want to trade with some leverage like I do, how I can build up accounts like that, make sure to use one of these sign up links. If you use one of these sign up links, you can always slide into my DMs. Martina is one of those. She sometimes slides in my DMs, asks me questions, and she has a very good intuition when it comes to the markets, so it's always fun discussing stuff with her. Anyway, 4 hour looks very good. We have some resistance over here. Let's zoom in. What can we see? On the hourly, we see higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. And now we see an interesting spot over here. You see this level. I mean, it's very easy. I'm drawing this on Bitstamp. Bitstamp sometimes is not the most reliable because sometimes they nuke down harder than others, because there is sometimes a little bit manipulation going on Bitstamp, since it's a spot exchange. So not sure how deep you guys want to go, but we have an index, for example, on Bitmex, on Bybit and everything, and there's a weighted percentage of how much they account for in the index, and Bitstamp usually is not very liquid in the order book, so sometimes big boys try to manipulate the indexes, and they mostly do it through Bitstamp, or that's what's my experience is like. So Bitstamp is not always the best chart to look at, but I do like it a lot because there's a lot of history in it's one of the oldest charts, one of the oldest exchanges, so that's why I like looking at Bitstamp. Like I said, we see important levels over here. It also lines up a little bit with yeah, the VPVR. We can see that very clearly over here. Anyway, break this high and we'll go over here. After that, we have some volume over here, but we can move up pretty quickly. Then I would say over here, this spot, well, over here, you could see there's the next resistance. I like to use a mix of stuff to look at. Also, we have, hope it's not becoming too messy. We have this line, but for now, I would say a trade to 13,350 is a good one. If that one passes, then it's 13,550, something like that, and just put your orders just in front of those. So it would be something like this. I'm still very much bullish. I think the low is in for now, but like I said, it is very scary at the moment with yeah, what's going on in the S&P 500, because there is a really strong correlation still. Be really careful. If stuff is going down in the Dixie, if stuff is going down somewhere else, always make sure there is correlation, strong correlation, and this trend line is not looking good, sorry. So yeah, I am flat, but that's just to punish myself. and I'm struggling for what today happened with the dollar and everything. The chart in Bitcoin clearly tells me long it with everything you have, because we're keep making higher lows, and like I said, the funding is very negative, so I doubt we go much lower now. If the funding flips, that could be in 8 hours or in 16 hours or in 24 hours. If this funding goes positive, if everybody starts buying, then I will get scared again. But for now, I think a short-term bounce to like $200, $300 bounce is in. So yeah, that's about it for Bitcoin. Ethereum doing way worse, and maybe we should take a look first at Ethereum BTC, because Ethereum BTC, we can, if we zoom out a little bit, touch support over here. This line we drew it yesterday, and it was the earlier high as well. They touched it. It's time for Ethereum to bounce over here. If they don't, well, this paddle I'm expecting could be, of course, a lot different, but I would expect them to go something like this, exactly, go up, make a higher low, and up. That's something I would want to see from Ethereum BTC. And right now they are at a place where they should bounce. They could do maybe a stop run just below it, just shake everybody out. Otherwise, this would be a very strong one as well. These stops, these ones over there. But for now, I say they should bounce, and otherwise be scared. Ethereum not looking as good as Bitcoin. Really hard to say what to expect over here. They're building this one, a really big one. This is what I would say is happening on Ethereum. A wedge tightening pattern getting very big. Very scary. Right now they are at a good spot. I mean, they're above last year's high as well. Last year's high was 360. It's just a tightening pattern for me. I would say break up, since Ethereum BTC should break up here as well. Yeah, I find therefore trading alts very hard, because you have to see it, look at the BTC ratio, you have to look at what BTC is doing, what crypto in general is doing. There's so much stuff to take in account, so I rather, with some more leverage, trade Bitcoin. And that's it for me. Very deciding moments coming in for Ethereum. Very tight on a high time frame. Ethereum USD very tight on a high time frame as well. Yeah, it's either up or down. Very interesting. I just see this one for the first time now. And this is the short-term trade I would take for Bitcoin. Of course, put your stop at a safe place. I will probably go on trading again tomorrow, and maybe I will do I will go for another 100x trade soon, but we'll share it with you guys. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll keep you guys posted with a small account to show you guys what is possible with a small account if you trade a lot. Anyway, that's about it for today, guys. If you have any questions, please ask me to add you as a friend on Twitter, so we can DM, respond to my videos, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe. I love interacting with people, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.